Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball right here on 1390 KRRZ. I'm Jared Sleppy, and tonight the Sabre Dogs are taking on the Hub City Hotshots for the fourth straight time. The Sabre Dogs took 2 out of 3 from the Hotshots this past week. The game was rained out on Tuesday and they had a doubleheader on Thursday. Sabre Dogs won on Wednesday and split the doubleheader. So coming into today, the Sabre Dogs are playing pretty well against this Hotshots team. Taking a look at the hitting stats. As of right now, they're batting .258 against Hub City, which is 13 points better than their overall batting average of .245. As of right now, in the month of June, Sabre Dogs are 6-6. They're 3-3 in the month of May. Give them a .500 record of 9-9. Sabre Dogs are 6-3 on the road and 3-6 at home. They are 2-2 against the Hotshots, 1-4 against the Big Sticks, 1-1 against the Trappers, 3-1 against the Whiskey Jacks, and 2-1 against the Fremont Moo. Against the Lewis Division, they are 7-8, and against the Clark Division, they are 2-1. So take a look at the overall standings in the Expedition League as of right now. Big Sticks are well in first place. They're 4.5 games up on the Sabre Dogs, as the Big Sticks are 14-5, 2-game win streak. They've won 8 of their last 10. As for the Sabre Dogs, they have been holding steady, 5-5 in their last 10 games. They're 9-9. Hub City is 8-9, half a game back of the Sabre Dogs and 5 games back of the Big Sticks. After winning their last game versus the Sabre Dogs, they've won 4 of the last 10 games. As for the Trappers, they are 7-11, 6.5 games out. They've lost 2 games in a row, and in last are the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. They've lost 6 in a row, are 5-13, and are 8.5 games out of first place. As for the Clark Division, it is all Pioneers, or so you thought. The Spearfish Sasquatch are actually tied for first right now, as the Sasquatch have played 2 more games, but as of right now, the Pioneers have the better winning percentage. Pioneers are 11-4, Sasquatch are 12-5. Sasquatch have won 5 games in a row, have won 8 of the last 10, and the Pioneers have now won 2 games in a row and have only won 7 of the last 10. As for the Casper Horseheads, they're trying to hang around as they're at 500. They're 8-8, 3.5 games out of first. They have lost 1 in a row and have won 6 of the last 10 games. Fremont is 6-9. They won their last game. They're 5 games out and have won 3 of the last 10. And in last are the Hastings Sawbusters. They have lost 4 straight. They are 5-12, just a half game up on the last place Whiskey Jacks. And they have just won 2 of their last 10 games. Have a full Friday slate coming up at 6:35. We'll go ahead and refresh to see if the games have started, as Hastings at Spearfish and Wheat City and Badlands all starting at 6:35. Those games have not started. Casper and West Nebraska are in pregame. They're about to get started, so I guess a little bit of a late start for those games. And then Fremont at Pier, they'll start at 7:05, and then Hub City, Souris Valley starting at 7:05. Fremont and Casper apparently playing at 7:15. I don't quite think that's right, because Casper would have to be at 2 places at once. Just going according to the website. I don't think that's quite accurate. However, Sabre Dogs and the Hotshots will go at it once again for the 4th consecutive game. We will give you the starting lineups coming up after the break. You're listening to Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ.
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience. Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better. Sabre Dogs and Hotshots about to get underway in 10 minutes or so in a crucial early game series in the Lewis Division. Here are your starting rosters. Starting for the Hub City Hotshots, leading off and playing center is Joe Guidry. Batting second and playing short is Luke Glasgow. Batting third and playing third is Jake Anderson. Batting fourth and DHing is Rob Meidel. Batting fifth and playing first is Parker Borg. Batting sixth and playing right is Hunter Frericks. Batting seventh and playing second is Ryan Olson. Batting eighth and catching is Ian Vonwald, and batting ninth and playing left is Austin Allen. And on the mound for the Hotshots is Landon Cody. As for the Sabre Dogs, it'll be Childs leading off in left. Batting second is the shortstop Mason Dennison. Batting third and playing right is Cruz Taylor. Batting fourth and DHing is Chauncey Callier. Batting fifth and playing first is Bo McClintock. Batting sixth and playing third is Jace Edwards. Batting seventh and catching is Alex Hay. Batting eighth and playing second is Josh Pano. And batting ninth and playing center is Wilson Rubion. Some new faces in this Sabre Dogs lineup. And these starting today, Bo McClintock, as well as Josh Pano, making their Corbett Field debuts. Chase Edwards did not travel with the team this past weekend, so good to have him back, and he is starting at third base. Also on the roster have some fresh new faces, including Luke Quick, who has started in all three of the games between the Hotshots and Sabre Dogs so far, excluding the game on Memorial Day. Also Caden Kilber, the 6'8 freshman from Spokane Falls. And other new names, including Nick Mastoni, the infielder from St. Mary's, California. Also, number 25, Marcelo Terrazas, the junior from Leon College. Isn't here yet today, but will be here this weekend. Also, Lonnie Morris, the freshman from UC San Diego, and Corey Smith, another freshman from UC San Diego. Both are pitchers. And that concludes the roster for the Sabre Dogs, including the new players. So first pitch is going to get underway in about 7 minutes or so as we await the national anthem as the Sabre Dogs come into this one 9-9. Hotshots come into this one 8-9. Should be a fantastic game between two teams trying to stay in relevance in the Lewis Division. As of right now, we will go ahead and have the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, star-spangled banner yet wave. O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We'll be right back after these messages. Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe. Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader. On the mound for the Service Valley Sabre Dogs will be the righty from UNLV, Bradley Spooner, who has been the team's closer for every single game this season so far. He has 5 games in which he has 8 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, just 1 walk, and only 6 hits. Has no earned runs, so a 0 ERA and just a 0.88 WHIP with 12.38 strikeouts per 9 innings with a 1-0 record. Also failed to mention another newcomer to the Sabre Dogs roster, Chase Grillo, who is going to be number 12 in place of Heath Backus, who is recovering from an arm injury. The Sabre Dogs will have Bradley Spooner with his first start of the season, and he will go ahead and take on Joe Guidry to lead off. And again, for the Hotshots, it'll be Luke Glasgow batting second, Anderson batting third, Meidel is batting fourth, Borg is batting fifth, Frericks is batting sixth, Olsen batting seventh, Von Wald batting eighth, and Allen batting ninth. The fielding order for the Sabre Dogs: Spooner on the mound, Hay behind the plate, Chase Edwards at third, Bo McClintock at first, Mason Dennison at short, Josh Pano at second, Phil Childs in left, Wilson Rubion in center, and Cruz Taylor is in right. Here's the first pitch. Bradley Spooner, that one is fouled off for strike one, and he only pitched 1 ball in the entire inning last night in his saving effort in game 1 of the doubleheader against the Hotshots in Aberdeen. The 0-1, and there's strike 2, breaking pitch. Makes it 0-2. So we're here at beautiful Corbett Field once again. Sabre Dogs are just 3-6 at home. See if we can turn that around here. This one is hit right at the second baseman, Josh Pano, for out number 1. So good start for Bradley Spooner. This kid right here for the Sabre Dogs has the potential to be a major leaguer. He is that good. Fastball from 88 to 92. Could see him coming out of the bullpen somewhere. Incredible accuracy and paints the corners like an absolute monster. Here's the first pitch to Luke Glasgow. And there's strike 1. continues to just go at the Sabre Dogs the Hotshots hitters. The 0-1. That one is hit at the shortstop, Dennison. Goes it cleanly, throw over to first in time for out number 2. That'll bring up Jake Anderson, who's having his way with the Sabre Dogs so far this season, batting 313 against Sabre Dogs pitchers. 5 for 16 with 4 runs and 3 RBI. This dude is definitely making an all-star bid argument for himself. He has been fantastic for the Hotshots this season, batting 345, third highest batting average on the team. First pitch, misses for ball 1. That is his first ball he's pitched today. The 1-0 from Spooner. That one misses low for ball 2. So the Hotshots are without their number 1 hitter, Willie Lujois. He is done for the season. He's heading back to get ready for his next college season. So here's the 2-0 from Spooner. This is inside for ball 3. Lujois was 14 for 34 with a .412 batting average, the second best on the team. He was the best for a while, and Parker Borg had himself a nice double hitter, and he actually passed him up. The 3-0. This one hit in the air towards right field. Taylor not having to move much, backing up just a little bit, and making the catch for out number 3 to end the inning. So Bradley Spooner, easy, quick, 1, 2, 3, top of the first. Sabre Dogs will come up next. Go and keep it right here. Again, the hitting order for the Sabre Dogs, it'll be Philip Childs, Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, Chauncey Callier, Bo McClintock, Jace Edwards, Alex Hay, Josh Pano, and Wilson Rubion. And it was Chauncey Callier getting his first day off yesterday. However, he was called on to pitch 2 innings for the Sabre Dogs. As of right now, he is having himself a nice season from the mound. As right now, he is allowing just 1 earned run in 4 innings. And actually, it was 3 innings the other night. He's pitched in 2 games, 2.25 ERA with 1 strikeout, no walks, and 3 hits. So a 2.25 ERA and an 0.75 WHIP. If they could just get that kind of productivity with some of the rest of the Sabre Dog starters, this team would be 10 games over 500 right now. And that has been one of the weaknesses for the Sabre Dogs is their starting pitching. But Bradley Spooner trying to turn himself into a starter, see if he can't give some of these other starters a run for their money. Stephen Caldwell having himself a nice season. He's 1-1 with a 3.22 ERA in 22 1/3 innings. He has the most innings pitched on the team. Also, most strikeouts with 19. He's allowed 10 walks and 18 hits with a 1.25 WHIP. Having himself a heck of a season in 4 starts. As he started the Wednesday game against the Hotshots and got the win. Sabre Dogs are 7-8 against teams in the Lewis division. They need to get that up because they don't take on a whole lot of teams in the Clark. So a win here this evening would get them back to 500. They do not have an easier schedule coming up as moving forward. After this series is over, they have a 1-game series. Well, not a series, but they have 1 game against the Whiskey Jacks at home and then 3 games against the Whiskey Jacks on the road. And then after that, they take on the Casper Horseheads for a 3-game series. So they travel from Brandon to Casper overnight. That's going to be a long journey for them. Might be a little bit sluggish in their first game. Hopefully they can get a couple games from Casper, who is playing pretty well right now, trying to keep their heads above water in the Clark, right now at 8-8. So here's the first pitch to Philip Childs. That one in the dirt for ball 1. Philip Childs just 2 for 10 against the Hotshots. Batting .290 on the season. 1-0 hit towards left center field, and that one is hooking right towards dead center field, and Guidry out there will make the catch for out number 1. I'll bring up Mason Dennison, who's having himself a heck of a series, as he is 4 for 13 against the Hotshots. That includes the game against includes the game on Memorial Day against the Hotshots. He went 0 for 4, but 4 for 9 against the Hotshots this past week. This one grounded foul, so behind an account. So Dennison has climbed his batting average all the way up to 275, and it was 212 is what it got down to after Mason got his first 2 games back after he was injured last Wednesday against the Whiskey Jacks. The 0-1 hit towards left field, and now we'll drop in there for a base hit. Rounds first. We'll stay there. The first hit of the game is the shortstop. It's for the shortstop for the Sabre Dogs, Mason Dennison. Gets his 12th hit of the season. So that'll bring up Cruz Taylor, not having himself a very good time against the Hotshots, just 2 for 15. However, he does have 4 RBI. Had two RBI doubles. This one is ripped into right field, hooking foul. That was hit well and heads up over there as it hit one of the Sabre Dogs in the dugout, or excuse me, the bullpen rather. So here's the 0-1. This one is hit into left field, hit well, but right at the left fielder, Landon Cody. Or excuse me, that is not Cody. That is actually Austin Allen in left field. I was going to say, Landon Cody is the pitcher for the Hotshots. And speaking of Cody, talking about his season so far, it's been pretty solid. He's statistically been the best starter for the Hotshots. He has an ERA of 104. He's pitched and started in 3 games. 9 strikeouts, 12 hits, and 17 1/3 innings with just an 0.92 whip. We're back to first. Dennison with a big lead over at first. He likes to dance over there in between the base paths and takes little hops, and that actually caused him to get thrown out at first in a pickoff move last week. Just hopping a little bit too high and getting a little too zesty with it, if you will. And that one is going to be in time. Another pickoff play. And Dennison is thrown out once again. And that will end the inning. So the Sabre Dogs get a hit, but no runs. That'll send us to the top of the second. Sabre Dogs and Hotshots scoreless after 1. We'll be right back after these messages.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. So if you're watching on the ExpeditionLeague.tv stream, you'll notice that the quality of the broadcast has been a lot better. That's because our producer Scott Kopaz back in the full-time position. So he had to fill in for the PA announcer role the past few games. So glad to have him back, as it improves our broadcast quality 10,000%. Good to see you, buddy. All right, so the Sabre Dogs and Hotshots scoreless after 1 inning. Coming up for the Hotshots is Rob Meidel, who's really had his way with the Sabre Dogs. He has 9 RBI. He's batting 7 for 16, a .438 batting average. 4 runs and 5 strikeouts. Has the most strikeouts on the team with 12. First pitch outside for ball 1 from Spooner. Be interesting to see how far he goes, as his longest outing was a 3 1/3 inning save relief a week ago. Breaking pitch, in there, strike 1. Spooner doing well for himself so far, went 1-2-3 in the first inning. In there, strike 2. So the 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up for the Hotshots here in the top of the second. The 1-2. Check swing, he went around. And he'll be tagged out in a little high five. Rob Meidel and the catcher Alex Hay, a little high five tag. That's pretty interesting there. So that will be out number 1, and everyone here in the park gets a free 24-ounce soft drink, courtesy of Dakota Square Tesoro. He's the K-Man of the night. That brings up Parker Borg, and he had himself an interesting series this past week. First pitch in there for strike 1. Borg was responsible for a couple runs being scored that really cemented the Sabre Dogs winning on Wednesday. That one in the dirt. He committed 3 errors in his first start at third base, and Jake Anderson made his first start at shortstop. Anderson, a very fine defender for the Hotshots, but Borg is definitely more of a first baseman, as he has been over there at first all season long for the Hotshots. Here's the one to him. That one misses inside for ball 2. Nobody on, 1 out. Spooner, wind up, and the pitch. Oh, beautiful breaking ball in there for strike 2. That just made him look silly. My goodness. Here's the 2-2. In there, strike 3. And Bradley Spooner on a roll here early. Today's umpires are Dominic Rettenberg and Jordan Palmisano. They did the umpiring for the previous 3 games, had some controversial calls, including the 3-run, quote-unquote, home run by Alex Hay. First pitch in there, strike 1 in the inside corner. And that home run was a good 8-9 feet to the right of the right field foul pole, but they called it a home run, amongst other calls. 0-1, hit towards center field, hit well, backing up as Rubion, and he will make the out. And that will end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning. So Spooner perfect through 2. See if he can keep it up as the Sabre Dogs bring up the 4, 5, 6 hitters of their own. Chauncey Callier, Bo McClintock, and Jace Edwards coming up after the break.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. Well, something tells me that this is going to be a pitcher's duel this evening. I mean, it seems like we've had a lot of those opportunities, but somewhere in the 4th, 5th inning, all of a sudden a team will get 4 or 5 runs in a frame. That has been kind of the general consensus so far this season. Whether the Sabre Dogs are on the right side of that is to be determined. See if the Sabre Dogs can start things right here in the bottom of the 2nd, with Chauncey Callier leading off. Has been by far the best and most consistent hitter for the Sabre Dogs. The first pitch misses outside. He's batting .386 on the year. One of the best in the league with 27 hits and 70 at-bats with 17 RBI and 9 doubles with 13 stolen bases. Fouled back into the screen. That'll even things up at 1-1. He is really an extremely underrated runner for the Sabre Dogs. I mean, he leads the league in stolen bases, but he's mainly known for his hitting, as this one is hit high in the air, foul territory. And coming over is the catcher, Meidel, and he will make the catch for out number 1 as Chauncey Callier is retired his first time up. And Callier will go back and go at it again coming up in the 4th or 5th inning. Now batting is Bo McClintock. He had himself a heck of a series in Aberdeen. On the year, he's batting 4 for 12 with 3 runs, 2 doubles, a home run, and 6 RBI, as he had himself a 2-run bomb yesterday. It was a little too late. It was Sabre Dogs were down 11-3. And he got the home run in the 7th inning. First pitch is grounded at the shortstop Glasgow. Throw over to first on the run in time. Route number 2. Now Jace Edwards comes to the plate. Edwards has played in just 2 games in which he is 1 for 7 with 1 run and 1 3-run home run. First pitch, breaking ball in there, strike 1, and the velocity difference from Cody's breaking ball to his fastball is immeasurable. I mean, sure, it is technically measurable, but a lot more than a normal pitcher at this level would be. Here's a little bloop into left field, and that will drop for a base hit. Edwards rounds first base, and he'll stay there. Sabre Dogs with their second hit of the day. Jace Edwards sneaks in and gets it in the right spot. Now coming to the plate is Alex Hay. Batting just 2 for 13, but he has a home run and 5 RBI with 3 runs. See if he can't get his batting average up. He's hitting just 154. Sabre Dogs lead the league in stolen bases with 54. Now one is hit at the second baseman, and that'll be a line out. For out number 3, and running to first base just to make sure is Alex Hay. That would have been that would have gotten Jace Edwards out either way. So Sabre Dogs are retired through 4 hitters this time. That will send us to the top of the 3rd already. Been playing for just 15 minutes. We'll be right back after these messages with Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007. Sabre Dogs and Hotshots scoreless after 2 innings of play already. As for the Hotshots, will be the 7-8-9 hitters. Ryan Olson, Ian Vonwald, and Austin Allen. As Bradley Spooner on for his 3rd inning of work. He has been fantastic. As no walks, no hits, no earned runs. So that's a perfect first 2 innings. See if he can keep that going. Spooner coming into this game with a 1-0 record. 5 games played in which he has been the closer. He has 3 saves with 8 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk, 6 hits, no ERA, an 0.88 whip, and a K9 ratio of 12.4. So again, hitting for the Hotshots and leading off in the top of the 3rd is Ryan Olson. Batting just .222 on the year, 6 for 27, 3 hits, and 8 strikeouts. Hotshots are batting .278 collectively as a team. Have 100 runs on the year, officially as of yesterday. They're 161 for 579 at the plate. And as for their pitching staff, they are at a .507 ERA. First pitch from Spooner to Olson. In there, strike 1. The outside corner. The 0-1. Breaking pitch was low for ball 1, evens the count. Sabre Dogs currently 9-9, trying to get back over 500. So They've won 3 of their last 5 games. Hitting to center field. Rubion backing up a few paces. He'll make the out. Retire the first batter of the inning. They'll bring up Ian Von Wald. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the league here real quick. Casper and West Nebraska doesn't have a score. They are all in pregame, as well as Hastings and Spearfish, as well as Wheat City and Badlands. Fremont and Pierre are scoreless in the top of the second. And this game is the furthest along here at the top of the third. Also no score. Possibly some weather affecting the game time starts, as those first 3 games were scheduled to start at 6:35. Here's the 1-0 from Spooner. Now misses low end away for ball 2. There's some weather scheduled to come. About 9:15 or so, we will keep an eye on that for you and let you know if it starts to rain. Hopefully, I mean, at the pace we're going, you could probably finish the game before 9:15. That one, check swing in there, strike 1.
That was the lucky strike brought to you by North Pit Bull.
So here is the 2-1 to Ian Von Wald, the catcher for the Hotshots. In the dirt for ball 3. Just the second time today he's had 3 balls against the opposing batter. Here's 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Makes the count full. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the third. Pretty solid sized crowd here at Corbett Field. Hopefully the weather holds off here. And that one misses for ball 4. And Riley Spooner no longer perfect, but still no hits allowed. That'll bring up Austin Allen, the left fielder. Hasn't really been able to produce much for the Hotshots. He's 4 for 31, batting 129. 5 runs, 7 strikeouts, 2 RBI, and a stolen base. First pitch, check swing, and there's strike 1. Allen is 0 for 3 in the series so far. 2 strikeouts and a run. The 0-1. Allen misses up and away for ball 1. Evens up the count. Von Wald not getting a very large lead at first base, partly because he isn't much of a base runner, just 1 stolen base. But only 10 stolen bases as a team. Sabre Dogs literally have 5.5 times more stolen bases, and a nice slider. Just breaks so much. Breaks from the outside into the left-handed Austin Allen for strike 2. 1-2. Fastball fouled off into the screen for, once again, the 1-2 pitch coming up. See if the Sabre Dogs can get a double play. Those have gone their way in this series so far. They've had 4 of them. The 1-2. This one grounded, foul to the first baseman, Bo McClintock. We will redo the 1-2 once again. Spooner working from the stretch for the first time today with the runner on first. Got on via a walk. 1-2. Outside for ball 2. Evens up the count. Great at bat so far for Austin Allen. Outfielder from University of Colorado in Colorado Springs. Originally from Orange, California. Foul back. Out of play. One of 2 hot shots from UCCS. Also Jake Anderson, the third baseman for the Hotshots from Colorado Springs. He actually grew up in Monument, Colorado. Here is the 2-2. Spooner works from the stretch. Pitches and delivers. That one is hit into left field. Childs taking a couple steps back into his right, and he will make the catch for out number 2. Defense has his back, and they have been fantastic this season. They are second in the league in fielding with a .972 fielding percentage. So that'll bring up Joe Guidry, 0 for 1 with a lineout. 2 outs, runner on first for the Hotshots. Spooner no longer perfect. Still is yet to allow a hit. It's that first pitch in there for strike one. Sabre Dogs have 2 hits. They got 1 in the first and 1 in the second.
Could you repeat that last, please?
0-1. In the dirt. Check swing. That'll even the count at 1-1. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have an update on Austin Reno and his injury situation. Do that after the break. The 1-1. In the dirt for ball 2. Austin Reno had played in every single game going into this 3-game series against the Hotshots, in which he has sat all 3 games out so far, including tonight. 2-1. And there's strike 2 to even the count. Sabre Dogs will have Josh Payno, Wilson Rubion, and Philip Childs, the 8-9-1 hitters for the Sabre Dogs coming up. Bottom of the 3rd. The 2-2. And that one gets past the catcher, Alex Hay, off his glove. And the runner will advance to second. I'm not quite sure what just happened there. So it's now 3-2 after that. 2 outs, runner on second. This one grounded with the shortstop Dennison. Throw over to first in time for out number 3. That will end the inning. So the Sabre Dogs and the Hotshots scoreless after the top of the 3rd. We'll send it to the bottom coming up after these messages. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ. El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
Sabre Dogs coming to the plate, coming up here in the bottom of the 3rd. So Austin Reno, this season for the Sabre Dogs, has played in a total of 15 games, and he played in every single one until this past week, this past series against the Hotshots, and that was because he slid headfirst into the wire fence here at Corbett Field on Sunday against the Fremont Moo and injured his finger. Asked him today on how he was feeling today, said that the swelling has gone down significantly, and said he should be ready to go here in a few days. So that's great news to hear for Reno, and we'll see if Corey Thompson will let him play here in a few days. They might be a little bit cautious with him, considering the Sabre Dogs have so much depth in the infield, especially. So here is the first pitch to Josh Payno. This one is off of his foot and into fair territory, but it'll be a foul ball. So Payno so far this season batting 3 for 10, 300 batting average with 6 runs and 4 RBI, having himself not too bad of a series and a season so far. And the hitters Luke Quick, Bo McClintock, Josh Payno, as well as Philip Childs being some of the best additions for the Sabre Dogs, and Nick Mastoni, whenever he comes in, he's played 1 game, he's 1 for 4, batting .250. And now they're checking on Josh Payno to make sure he can continue playing, as he felt that one off of his foot, his left foot to be specifically. Kind of putting some weight on it and stepping on it just to make sure that he can continue playing. So there's been some great additions for the Sabre Dogs. Quick is batting .333, not starting tonight. getting a day off. McClintock also batting 333, and Payno batting 300. Bill Childs batting 290, and as mentioned, Nick Pistone batting 250. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In there, strike two. And it's been so crucial for these guys to step in and get going right away because the Sabre Dogs have been hitting so poorly so far in the season. They've been in the 220s as a team collectively until this past week. As that pitch misses for ball one. Childs really helped spark that last week as he is now playing in his 8th game as a Sabre Dog. The 1-2. Outside for ball two in the dirt. That evens up the count. Wilson Rubion will come to the plate. He's on deck at the moment. Getting warmed up, the lefty from Paris Juco. This one is hit into left field, and that will just miss by a couple feet foul. It's a good rip by Payno. And the count will stay at 2-2. That didn't miss by a couple inches. Surprised that he didn't call it fair. Here's the 2-2. That one misses on the inside corner, apparently. Not by much, though, and that will make the count full. The 3-2 pitch. This is for ball four, and Payno is aboard. So last night it was Paul Masano who was the home plate umpire for the second game, and he caught a nasty foul pitch, or it wasn't even a foul pitch, it was Hay who missed the read and got a fastball right to the face mask, and he actually ended up having to go into the locker room and take a few minutes to shake things off, and he ended up moving into the infield to finish the game, and he is there also today. First pitch in there, strike one to Wilson Rubion, who was 3 for 3 yesterday. He was 4 for 13 on the series. Excuse me, he's 4 for 7 rather. And 571, the highest batting average of any Sabre Dog. And Payno dancing over there at first. He has a stolen base. He got it. There's 2 stolen bases rather. He had both of those yesterday. He stole first and stole second, and then came around and didn't steal home, but a bad throw over to the third base ended up allowing him to score. So here's the 0-1. Rubion takes that one upstairs for ball one, evens the count. So be sure to stick with us tomorrow night, same time, same place. Hotshots and the Sabre Dogs will go at it for the 5th straight day. Second time here at Corbett Field in this series and 3rd time on the season. Runner goes. This one hit in the air towards center field. And Payno's going to have to make his way back towards first base as it's a fly out to the center fielder, Joe Guidry, for out number 1. So that'll bring up the top of the order, Philip Childs. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out. The season, batting .290. 5 runs, 1 RBI, and 3 stolen bases. So Payno gets his lead and now has to dive back to first. He's in there safely. As for Mason Dennison, really think he needs to change up how he gets his leads over at first base, because when he's tap dancing over there and he's in the middle of the air when he throws back, he's a dead duck, and he has been twice this year already. We're back to first once again. Still waiting the first pitch to Childs. That one in there for strike one. Here's the 0-1 from Landon Cody. Oh, misses outstairs. Excuse me, rather outside. And now a throw down to second as Payno tried to go after the pitch. It was way too late on that steal attempt, and he's thrown out at second for out number 2. So that will make it 0-1 to Philip Childs with 2 outs and nobody aboard. This one is hit towards right center field. It is hit well, and it will be over the head of the right fielder. And sliding in safely is Phil Childs in second base. That is his first hit of the day. A runner in scoring position with 2 outs. As Childs gets his first double of the season. So Dennison comes back to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single in the first inning. See if the Sabre Dogs can get their first run of the game. 3 hits for the Sabre Dogs, none for the Hotshots so far today. First pitch, that one fouled out of play into the parking lot for strike 1. Coming up for the Hotshots, it will be the 2-3-4 hitters, Luke Glasgow, Jake Anderson, and Rob Meidel. Up in the top of the 4th. See if the Sabre Dogs can't get their first run of the game. Landon Cody with just a 1.04 ERA this season for the Hotshots. That pitch is ripped into left field for a base hit. Past the diving third baseman Anderson. Coming around and scoring is Childs, and Dennison will have a stand-up RBI double. And the Sabre Dogs are on the board. Dennison has really stepped up here for the Sabre Dogs since his injury. As Dennison gets his 13th hit of the season and his 4th RBI of the year. And Childs comes in to score for his 6th time of the season. And that will bring up Cruz Taylor. Taylor 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field. Still trying to get some momentum in this series. He has two RBI doubles, 4 RBI against the Hotshots this season. Here's the first pitch to him. That one misses for ball 1. So Cruz on the season, 21 hits out of 71 at-bats. He now has the most at-bats on the team, 14 runs. He now leads in that category as well, 15 RBI and 16 strikeouts with 5 stolen bases and 8 doubles. Also 2 home runs. This one hit well towards right field, a little too well. As it is, oh, he dropped it! Wow, Fredericks drops it, and into second is Cruz Taylor, throw not in time. And coming in to score is Mason Dennison. So that will be an E9. That will allow Mason Dennison to score, and the Sabre Dogs are up 2-0. So that'll bring up Chauncey Collier. Had a fly ball to the catcher in the second inning. He's got 17 RBI this season. See if he can add to that right here. First pitch, this one, another fly ball into foul territory, about in the same spot, but this time it gets out of play. Jam shot from Chauncey, and he loves to swing at those early pitches. He's done that all season long and continues to do so. Hardly ever will, through 2 pitches, he be ahead 2-0. He'll usually be at 1-1 or 0-2 unless the pitcher is really struggling. If it's near the strike zone, Chauncey will swing at it, and he usually gets a good bat on it as well. At 386 this season. The numbers speak for themselves. This one hit. That one's popped up. Another pop-up for Chauncey today. And that will be out by the center fielder, Joe Guidry. So not a great start to Chauncey's evening, but the Sabre Dogs get 2 runs. They're on the board first. Sabre Dogs lead 2-0. We'll head to the top of the 4th coming up after these messages.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs with 2 runs in the bottom of the third to take a 2-0 lead. And it will be Luke Glasgow, Jake Anderson, and Rob Meidel leading off for the Hotshots here in the fourth. Spooner's back on the mound. He has been near perfect, just 1 walk with no hits, no earned runs. He's been fantastic and just makes it look so easy out there on the mound. Junior from UNLV, trying to pursue playing at the next level. And he is destined for getting drafted. He has been absolutely phenomenal for the Sabre Dogs club. First pitch, slider in there for strike 1, comes in through the back door on the outside corner. Spooner starts ahead in the count. 0-1. That one misses for ball 1. The 1-1 in there for strike 2. Spooner once again in control in the count. With the windup and the pitch. Swing and miss, strike 3. And actually that one was fouled. So it'll stay at 1-2. So Glasgow 0 for 1 with a ground out to the shortstop. It was all the way back in the first inning. That was not that long ago. 1-2. Outside, 2-2 now the count. This one grounded softly towards the third baseman. Edwards' throwover is not in time, and colliding with McClintock was Luke Glasgow, and they are both down. Both staying down right now. McClintock getting up to his knees. And as for Glasgow, he has not really moved much since. He is on his stomach over there, a few feet past first base. Hopefully both those guys are okay. McClintock gets to his feet. And now Glasgow rolls over to his back. Glasgow playing very well for the Hotshots. He's played in 14 games, 16 for 48, a .333 batting average with 11 runs, 4 doubles, and 6 RBI with a home run. You just really hate to see that no matter what team it's for. I mean, there are rivalries in this league, but never wish that upon an opponent. McClintock gets up and walks over to Glasgow, check up on him. That's just great sportsmanship right there. Bo McClintock is such a fantastic player. I'm so glad that he's on our team. Last night I was on the bus and was doing my stats, trying to update it, and I was holding the my scorebook for a good 45 minutes to an hour straight, and he kind of noticed and said, "Hey, Jared, you've been holding that for a long time. You need help with anything? You want me to hold that for you?" I said, "No, you'll be doing that for another hour if I have you do that." So. And he asked me earlier today if he needed help with anything around the park. I mean, the dude's a player. Can't really have him do stuff and help me out. But regardless, he's a great guy. And now Glasgow gets to his feet and will walk around for a little bit. And I don't think he'll be able to stay in this game. He'll walk and see if he can stay in. But right now he's walking slowly towards the Hotshots dugout. Could be a concussion of some sorts. And now head coach Corey Thompson coming over. Corey Thompson, a great sport. Fantastic player himself. He's done wonders for the Sabre Dogs this year, trying to rally this team, and they got off to a rough start, but has been able to get some new players and coach them up and get them all set. As now Glasgow jogging down the first base side. We'll see if he can stay in here. McClintock now talking to the first base coach for the Hotshots, kind of recapping what happened, as the throw over to first by Edwards was over on the left side of the first base and into the running path of Luke Glasgow. He'll put his helmet on and he'll walk back out He will stay in the game. So that should go down as in E5. So on the scoreboard, they're saying it's a hit, but that should be an error. And that's going to give him his first hit of the game. Swing and a miss. Strike one. I mean, if I'm Spooner, I mean, you kind of tone that out, but that's ridiculous. That throw was a good 3 feet wide of Bo McClintock. That has to be an error. The 0-1. This one hit towards right field, and that will be caught by the charging Cruz Taylor, running to his left, leaping and making the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Rob Meidel, struck out in the second inning. Runner on first is Luke Glasgow, reached first base via an error committed by the third baseman Jason Edwards. And the first baseman Bo McClintock and Glasgow collided, in which Glasgow was taking a while to get ready, but just making sure that he can go out there. Tough guy out there. This one is a grounder past McClintock to the second baseman. Flip over to first in time. Nice play by Spooner as he hustles to get over to first base for out number 2. Runner advances to second. And that will bring up Parker Borg, who also is 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Borg leads the way hitting for the Hotshots with a .424 batting average in 10 games. Batting 14 for 33, 5 runs, 2 doubles, a home run, and 4 RBI. This one fouled out of play into the parking lot for strike 1.
Small ball is brought to you by the First Western Bank and Trust. You'll never strike out when banking with us.
From the stretch, Spooner goes to work. Nobody holding on Glasgow at second. Here's the pitch. And that one misses for ball 1. From the stretch, Spooner goes to work. Here's the pitch. Check swing went around for strike 2. We'll make it 1-2. That pitch was outside and in the dirt, as that was a slider that got him. Pitch started in the strike zone and broke down and away from the right-handed batter, Parker Borg, playing first base for the Hotshots this evening. The 1-2. Foul back into screen. We'll redo the 1-2. I have to talk to the official scorekeeper this evening, make sure that he counts that as an error and not a hit, because that throw was definitely wide of the first baseman. If it was on target, it would have probably been in time. The 1-2. That one in the dirt, trying to get him to chase. Doesn't fall for the bait, and Hay with a nice stop in the dirt evens the count at 2-2. Coming up for the Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the 4th inning, it'll be Bo McClintock, Jace Edwards, and Alex Hay, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. The 2-2. This one hit in the air towards left field in foul territory. Chowell's trying to make the play, and so is Pano, Edwards. Nobody able to make the play, and it'll drop. It'll stay at 2-2. Now, they'll hustle to their respective positions and do it slowly, try to get their breath back, as they all went a long ways to try to make that play. Shortstop Mason Dennison also was over in the area, as those quick, long legs. Dennison standing at 6'4", now the second tallest player on the team, now that Keaton Kielber arrived today from Spokane Falls Community College. Down in the dirt, 3-2. Kielber is 6'8", 185. Tall and lanky. Looking forward to seeing him pitch for the Sabre Dogs this season in the upcoming future. Here's a 3-2. Spooner waits for the signal. From the stretch, pitches. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 got him. Spooner gets his 3rd strikeout of the day, and the Sabre Dogs will come back to the plate coming up after these messages. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball.
I will ask you a question about the
Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Souris River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Souris River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Souris River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
So we enter the bottom of the 4th. Sabre Dogs come up with Bo McClintock, Jace Edwards, and Alex Hay. Unable to convince the scorer that was an error instead of a hit. I mean, really, if that throw was on target, I think that could have been close. But regardless, it is a judgment call, and that's what he decided to do, so it'll be 1 hit. As this one is hit into shallow center field, and that will be caught by the shortstop Luke Glasgow for out number 1. Take a look at some of the scoreboard around the league. First, Badlands leads Wheat City 2-0 in the bottom of the 1st. Hastings and Spearfish in the top of the 2nd. That one is scoreless. Fremont leads Pierre 3-2. And just gotten word that Casper and West Nebraska has been postponed. Breaking pitch. That one misses for ball 1 to Jace Edwards, who is 1 for 1 with a base hit. 1-0, and there's strike 1. Taking a look at the radar here, it looks like that rain is just to the west of us as the 1-1 pitch misses for ball 2. The system's moving kind of slowly, so it looks like it'll hit at about 9 o'clock, maybe 9:15. It's coming from the northwest. As that one misses for ball 3. Had a system come through this morning that missed us to the south at around 9 o'clock. We've been dry so far, knock on wood. The 3-1. In the air towards left field, hit on a rope, but at the sliding, Austin Allen. Beautiful play out there in left. The outfielder from the University of Colorado Springs makes the out, and that will bring up Alex Hay. Catcher for East Central Community College. Just completed his sophomore year. We'll come to the plate with a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to him. And there's strike 1. 4 hits for the Sabre Dogs, 1 for the Hotshots. 0-1. That one was pulled down the first baseline foul as he waited on that curveball from Landon Cody. The 0-2, way outside. Not a shot in the world that Hay goes and gets that one. So that would have been behind a right-handed hitter. Right now, Cody, 3 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 0 strikeouts and make that 1 strikeout as Alex Hayes swings and misses. So 1-2-3 inning for Landon Cody, and that will bring up Hunter Frericks, Ryan Olson, and Ian Von Wald for the Hotshots. We'll be right back after these messages with Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Trinity Health is a nonprofit healthcare system serving northwest and central North Dakota and eastern Montana. With a care hospital in Minot, more than 40 specialties, several rural health clinics, and a long-term facility, Trinity provides a full complement of healthcare services to the region. Since 1922, they have been committed to looking ahead and improving in ways that provide the best, most compassionate care for their patients, families, and communities. Trinity Health, where their mission is, being committed to preserving and improving the quality of health to the people they serve. Know what's below. Call before you dig. Whether you call 811 or use ITIC to file your locate requests, North Dakota One Call makes sure you're able to navigate the One Call process as easy as possible. Whether you're a professional contractor working on a project or a novice homeowner just installing a fence, contact us every time you dig to ensure no underground lines are damaged. It's easy, and it's the law. Dig safe.
Sabre Dogs lead it 2-0. Spooner will be out there for his 5th frame, as he has been absolutely phenomenal for the Sabre Dogs. Take a look at his stats so far today. 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. 14 batters faced. It's been a quick game so far. We've been playing for about an hour, and we are about halfway through. So it'll be Hunter Frericks, the right fielder, Ryan Olson, and Ian Von Wald coming up to the plate. Frericks having a nice year against the Sabre Dogs so far. Had a 4 RBI day on Wednesday. And his stats set right now at 4 for 11, 364 batting average against the Sabre Dogs with 4 runs, a triple, and a home run with those 4 RBI and 2 strikeouts. Wind up in the pitch from Spooner. That one is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Wind up and the pitch. In there, strike 2 on the inside corner. And quickly, Frericks behind. 0 for 1 today. Flew out to center field. Starting to get dark here. Fourth field. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 1. Now let's go ahead and, if you can't, okay, we'll go and take a look at the radar here in just a little bit. Now we'll bring up Ryan Olson. As the clouds starting to set over in right field and drift their way towards right over on top of us. Olson 0 for 1 today with a fly out. That one in there, strike 1, as Chase Mapston and Zay Caldwell will jog over the bullpen. Caldwell exclusively a starter for the Sabre Dogs this season. That one in there for strike 2. And well, we thought Spooner was going to be exclusively a closer, and that turns out to not be the case here today. I mean, he's deserved getting a start, and he's really put out. 0-2. And that one misses way inside. Almost hits Ryan Olson. It was a fastball. That'll make it 1-2. Hey, Brenzer Mendoza over there also in the bullpen for the Sabre Dogs. He's warming up. Also over there is George Locksterkamp. That one in the dirt for ball 2. I don't want him to go too deep into his games because he hasn't really gotten warmed to pitching in multiple innings. The most he has pitched is a 3 1/3 inning save. So here's the 2-2 pitch to Olson with 1 out, nobody aboard in the top of the 5th. It's a grounded foul. We will redo that. Let's go and take a look at the radar here real quick, and if you're watching on the stream, we got it pulled up for you, as that is just right over us, just a little bit to the left there. Is heading our way, and for those who are listening, about maybe 15 minutes away, as that is in the dirt. Runner goes, the runner swings at it. Now the catcher Alex Hay tags Ryan Olson, and Olsen kind of smiles and he embraces his fate, if you will. So that's 3 strikeouts in a row for Spooner. He has 5 on the game, and that brings up Ian Vonwall. He is 1 for 1. Rather, he's 0 for 0. He had a walk and advanced to second on an out of play. And there for strike 1. And that was kind of a confusing play. I didn't really see what happened, but all I knew is that Vonwall advanced to second. That was back in the 3rd inning. Ball went off of Hayes' glove and down the steps of the Hotshots dugout. As that pitch misses outside to even the count at 1-1. There's the pitch, swing and a miss. We're way behind that fastball. Spooner ahead in the count 1-2. Sabre Dogs have Josh Pano, Wilson Rubion, and Philip Childs coming to the plate. At the bottom of the 5th, the 8-9-1 hitters. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 4 straight strikeouts for Bradley Spooner. Continues to dominate here this evening, and we will send it to the bottom of the 5th coming up after these messages on 1390 KRRZ's coverage of Sabre Dogs baseball.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Sabre Dogs still lead it 2-0. It has been a pitcher's duel that the Sabre Dogs are winning at the moment, with Landon Cody coming out for his 5th inning of work, and we will continue to keep you updated on the radar as the day progresses. So for the Sabre Dogs, coming up to hit are the 8-9-1 hitters, Josh Pano, Wilson Rubion, and Philip Childs. And might notice that the background noise around me is a little bit quieter this game. That's because we finally were able to get the speakers fixed in the grandstand. So I no longer have a speaker just a few feet away from me, which is very nice, and I really appreciate that. So Pano is 0 for 0, got on via walk in his first plate appearance. He was caught stealing over at second. First pitch, hit high in the air towards right field. Coming in and making the play is Hunter Frericks, about 5 feet to the left of the right field foul line, and that will be out number 1. Hunter Rubion went 3 for 3 yesterday. He's 0 for 1 today. He comes to the plate. He's one of 4 Sabre Dogs from Paris Junior College. First pitch. Misses for ball 1. So Rubion, Mancuso, Mapston, and get back to that in a moment as ground out 4-3 for out number 2. So there's no longer 4 players on the active Sabre Dogs lineup that are going to Paris JUCO, but the other one being Nick Pierce. First pitch. In there for strike 1 to Philip Childs, who is 1 for 2 with a double and a run. 0-1 pitch. In there, strike 2, and Childs behind in the count. Another quick inning looking like for Landon Cody. Having himself a very nice season, trying to keep his ERA under 1. Excuse me, just barely above 1, rather. Now stepping off the mound is Cody. Get set, get that right signal from Ian Vonwall, the catcher for the Hotshots. Yo and 2. Misses upstairs. Up and above the head of the 5'9" outfielder from the University of Texas Arlington. That makes it 1 and 2. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. A reminder that coming up on July 15th is the Fan Fest and the Home Run Derby. Plenty of affordable, fun family entertainment. Corbett Field, the Fan Fest, sponsored by Visit Minot. Here's a 2 and 2. In the dirt, ball 3. Also then on July 16th is the main event, the 2019 Expedition League All-Star Game, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. Sabre Dogs hoping to get a few players in that this year. They had 8 last year. 3 and 2. This one hit in the air towards right field, drifting foul, and it will get out of play. We'll redo the 3 and 2. Good job by Philip Childs in the at-bat. Fighting back from 0 and 2. Still just 4 hits for the Sabre Dogs. They haven't gotten one since the 3rd inning. That was the RBI double from Mason Dennison. This one is hit in the 3rd baseman, Jake Anderson. Long throw over to first in time by a half step for out number 3. So the second consecutive 1-2-3 inning for Landon Cody. And that will bring up the 9-1-2 hitters, Austin Allen, Joe Guidry, and Luke Glasgow, coming up after the break on 1390 KRRZ.
iHeartRadio. Z94 is Minot's only station for today's hit music. The Z94 audience is an active one, targeting your 18 to 42-year-olds. The Z94 listener is a need-to-know listener. They do product research. From product and customer satisfaction reviews, our Z94 audience has their smart devices at their fingertips. That's why you need to be with Z94, because we're in front of our listeners and your customers with our in-demand services like streaming, podcasts, social media. And since we brand to our specific audience, we know how to market your business. Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
You had a long day? An alcoholic beverage sound good right about now? Sewers River Brewing Company has you covered. They use the most locally sourced and freshest ingredients available to create quality beers and food. Sewers River Brewing Company sources food and grains from their neighbors to maintain our local economy and to serve you. Be sure to stop by Sewers River Brewing Company, a true North Dakota experience.
So in the moment we're at the mascot race here at Corbett Field, and the kid running the bases is having a little bit of a tough time trying to find the bases. He ran about 20-30 feet into the outfield. And Ace trying to get his first win, and he just is barely unable to make it. Oh, man, that is great. That's by far the best mascot race we've had so far today, and Ace's losing streak continues. So the Sabre Dogs trail 2-0 here from Corbett Field. As Spooner comes out for his 6th inning of work. He has been phenomenal all day long. As we'll go ahead and take another look at the radar. It looks like it's just minutes away. It looks like a pretty big system from north to south, and you see that red and orange there. And I'm no meteorologist, but I know that that is not a good thing. That means thunderstorms are headed this way. Probably just moments away from getting wet here at Corbett Field. Those of you listening on the radio feed or on YouTube, that system just right barely on top of us almost. See if we can't get another inning in. So Spooner will face the 9-1-2 hitters, Austin Allen, Joe Guidry, and Lou Glasgow. Austin Allen is 0 for 1. He made a brilliant sliding catch a couple innings ago in the 4th inning. Great defensive player, has really struggled offensively so far for the Hotshots this season. 4 for 31 on the year and 0 for 4 in this series. See if Spooner can complete 6 innings. He has allowed just 1 hit. That one misses outside for ball 1. Spooner, just 1 walk allowed. That one misses inside for ball 2. Almost hits Allen in the forearm. He backs away instead of taking the hit by pitch. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Way behind that fastball. Make it 2-1. They've only had 2 total base runners this evening. Spooner will try to keep it that way. 2-1 pitch. And there's strike 2, evens up the count. Take a look at some of the scores around the league. Big Sticks now leading big against the Whiskey Jacks, 7-1 in the top of the second. Sawbusters and Sasquatch still scoreless in the top of the second. This one is fouled back, and that one almost gets through the net and over into the grandstand, but the net stays true. Also, the Trappers lead 5-3 over the Fremont Moo. Bottom of the fourth at Hyde Stadium in Pierce, South Dakota. And then lastly, the Horseheads and the Pioneers have been postponed as the 2-2 misses. That will make the count full. So here's the 3-2. That one's hit up the middle, fielded by Dennison, throw to first, in time, throw made by Dennison. Nice catch by McClintock as he had to stretch to make that play. So the 4 Ks in a row streak ends, but a heck of a run and a heck of a game for Bradley Spooner. That'll bring up Joe Guidry, 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. Spooner here this evening making his first start. He has 8 innings and 3 saves in 5 games. This one hit high in the air towards shadow left field. Childs calls off Mason Dennison, who makes his way all the way out to halfway between the fence and the infield for out number 2. So that will bring up Luke Glasgow, has the Hotshots lone base hit. 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch. That one just misses outside for ball 1. Wind up and the delivery. That one misses low for ball 2. So Spooner behind in the count, 2-0 with 2 outs. In the top of the 6th, Sabre Dogs lead 2-0. Very active crowd here at Corbett Field. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That'll make it 2-1. Sabre Dogs trying to win their 4th game in the span of 6 days here this evening, if they can hold on to this very small 2-0 lead. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Evens up the count. There's been a lingering off-field battle between the Hotshots and the Sabre Dogs, between the bullpen and the dugout. It's been very entertaining, as the Sabre Dogs dugout has been a lot of fun to watch. They do a lot of crazy shenanigans, if you will. We'll keep an eye out on them throughout the evening. Not quite as noticeable as they're over there fenced in. Probably for the best. They'll probably get loose and do some stuff on the field if they don't get held in check, as that pitch misses for 3-2. Hotshots dugout has been very vocal, and when we were in Aberdeen, I was right above the Hotshots dugout. There's some colorful language at the umpiring as this one hit towards Dennison, throw to first in time, and yet another 1-2-3 inning for Bradley Spooner, who has been absolutely phenomenal here this evening. So that will bring us to the bottom of the 6th. Mason Dennison, Cruz Taylor, and Chauncey Callier coming up right after these brief messages.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
It's been a very great active crowd here at Corbett Field as the Sabre Dogs currently lead 2-0. 4 hits for the Sabre Dogs, just 1 for the Hotshots. And once again, it'll be Landon Cody on the mound for the Hotshots. It's really starting to get dark here at Corbett Field. Rain just a few minutes away, most likely. First pitch to Mason Dennison. That one in there for strike 1. Dennison, 2 for 2, a single, a double, and an RBI with a run. That came in the 3rd inning. Since then, 2 3-and-out innings for Cody. That pitch misses. Even the count at 1-1. Sabre Dogs and Hotshots will go at it once again tomorrow night, same time, same place, 7 to 5, right here on Exhibition League TV and 1390 KRRZ. That one fouled back off the support beam of the grandstand. That will make it 1-2. On deck, Cruz Taylor, and in the hole is Chauncey Callier. Start things out for the Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, grounded foul. We will redo the 1-2. Got some action going on in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. Mapston is warming up over there. So is Brenzer Mendoza. Here is the 1-2. Breaking pitch misses upstairs for ball 2. Even the count. Wind up. And the pitch. And check swing. I'm going to say that was in there, strike 3. Didn't say he went around, but that pitch apparently in there for the 3rd strike. First time Dennison has been retired this evening. So that'll bring up Cruz Taylor. 0 for 2 on the day. Reached via an error in the 3rd inning and flew out in the 1st. Wind up in the pitch. And there's strike 1. Hasn't gotten an at-bat or a plate appearance since the 3rd inning, which means that requires a couple 3-and-outs. Wind up in the pitch from Cody. Outside, ball 1.
Need some tasty snacks? Check out Dakota's Square Tesoro. And be sure to like Dakota's Square Tesoro page on Facebook.
The 1-1. This one hit high and deep into right field. Will be enough. It will. It is gone. A solo shot for Cruz Taylor. A team leading 3rd home run of the season. The Sabre Dogs are up 3-0. And everyone knew it. Off the face of the bat, that was crushed. Took one bounce and hopped over the secondary wall in right field. That is the 11th home run of the season for the Sabre Dogs. Taylor gets his 16th RBI, his 15th run, and his 22nd hit of the year. And that will bring up Chauncey Callier. First pitch in the air towards right field. That one also hit well, backing up as a right fielder, and that one is out of here. Back-to-back home runs by Cruz Taylor and Chauncey Callier. Sabre Dogs lead it 4-0. The Dogs are hot in Corbett. Home run number 3 for Chauncey Callier. Basically said to Cruz, you're going to get your 3rd home run, I'm going to get mine as well. Now a mound visit from Von Wall checking on Landon Cody, who has been great all game long, had 2 consecutive 3-and-out innings, but now allows back-to-back home runs after getting a strikeout. That'll bring up Bo McClintock. He had a home run yesterday in the second game of the doubleheader. 6 RBI in 3 games already for Bo. Batting .333, 4 hits, and 12 at-bats. Having a great start to this season. Wind up in the pitch, swing and a miss. Tried to go for a deep ball in the first pitch. It was an off-speeder that got him for strike 1. And now McClintock's going to collect himself, step out of the hitter's box, and see if he can't reset and try to hit a back-to-back-to-back. Wind up and the pitch. Check swing, that one in there for strike 2. And McClintock behind the count with 1 out. Jace Edwards, the third baseman for the Sabre Dogs, is on deck. The 0-2. Now misses upstairs for ball 1, trying to get McClintock to chase. McClintock already with 5 strikeouts this season, but he well makes up for it with those 6 RBI, 3 runs, 2 doubles, and the home run. The 1-2. Outside for ball 2, tries to even the count. And it's successful as Von Wald tried to frame that one, but the home plate umpire not biting. Here's the 0-2, hit towards center field, and that one's going to be in play for Joe Guidry, the center fielder, for out number 2. So 2 down now for Jace Edwards, who has a home run, if you're wondering. He got that in the series finale against the Fremont Moo. Sabre Dogs are 6-6 in the month of June, 3-3 in the month of May, with just a 3-6 record at home and a 6-3 record on the road. They are 2-2 against the Hotshots and 7-8 against the Lewis Division opponents. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Jace Edwards. The 0-1, foul back. Take a look at some of the scores around the league. Subbusters Sasquatch still scoreless in the bottom of the second. Big Six still lead the Whiskey Jacks 7-1 top of the third. Trappers still lead the Moo 5-3 in the bottom of the fifth as the 0-2 delivered. Now will be hooked foul, or excuse me, sliced foul down the first base side. And then also, once again, the Horseheads and the Pioneers postponed due to weather. 0-2 in there, strike 3 got him. So 2 strikeouts for Landon Cody, but he gives up 2 home runs back-to-back to Cruz Taylor and Chauncey Callier. Sabre Dogs get 2 runs, now have a 4-0 lead. We'll be right back here on 1390 KRRZ.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
New man on the mound for the Sabre Dogs is Nate Brenzer Mendoza, and Bradley Spooner done for the day with 6 innings pitched, just 1 hit allowed, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 6 Ks. As for Brenzer Mendoza, he comes into today's game pitching in 5 contests. He is Currently 1-1. Has allowed 7 earned runs. Has a 5.11 ERA. Pitched in 12 1/3 innings with 13 strikeouts, only 2 walks, and 10 hits with a whip of .097 and a strikeout to 9-inning ratio of 9.49. Best effort came last Wednesday. It was a 7-inning relief outing for Mendoza in which he got 9 strikeouts. Picked up the win. Mentioned this is Brenzer Mendoza's 5th game as a Sabre Dog that he's pitched in. He's also had a couple cuts at the plate in that game, and also a couple other games as well. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, if it's worth anything. See if the Sabre Dogs can hold on to their 4-0 lead, as it will be the 3-4-5 hitters. Jake Anderson, Rob Meidel, and Parker Board coming up for the Hotshots. Anderson has 2 flyouts to right field. He will come to the plate for the 3rd time today. See if Brenzer Mendoza can keep it going for the Sabre Dogs. The windup and the pitch. Misses for ball 1. Just 1 hit already, or excuse me, 1 hit alone for the Hotshots on the evening. This one is hit at the shortstop Dennison. Goes to a knee. Makes the play, throw to first in time, out number 1. Good start for Brenzer Mendoza. That'll bring up Rob Meidel, 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out to the second baseman, and Bradley Spooner came over and covered first base. Brenzer Mendoza faces his 2nd batter of the night with a 4-0 lead, and that pitch misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Outside for ball 2, and Brenzer Mendoza behind in the count early. Last time that Brenzer Mendoza came to the mound, that was 2 days ago. He came in for an inning and a third, didn't give up any earned runs, walks, or any hits, but 4 strikeouts as that pitch is hit at Brenzer Mendoza underhand to first for out number 2. Good fielding abilities by Brenzer Mendoza. He came in the 8th inning with 2 outs and shut the door. So that'll bring up Parker Borg, over 2 with 2 strikeouts. As the rain looks like it'll start to fall here any moment now. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1 for Borg. Brenzer Mendoza wanting a new baseball. Also wanting to talk to the catcher, Alex Hay. Another reminder that tomorrow, same time, same place, 7:05, Sabre Dogs and Hotshots. Game 2 of this 3-game series here in Minot, and Game 5 of 6 games in a row between these 2 teams. First 3 games were in favor of the Sabre Dogs. They won 2 games to 1. Game scheduled on Tuesday was postponed to Thursday, so they played 2 games on Thursday. They split those, and then Sabre Dogs won 10-7 on Wednesday. Here's the 0-1. Misses away for ball 1 to even the count. here is the 1-1. Renzo Mendoza gets a signal. Slow windup and the pitch. This one is hit past the diving third baseman, Jace Edwards, for the Hotshots' second hit of the game. That will bring up Hunter Frericks, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout. So a 2-out base hit into left field for Parker Bohr gets the Hotshots going here in the top of the 7th. It's a possibility if we do end up suspending play that the game might be final since we are in the 7th. As that one misses outside for ball 1. Mendoza looks over at first. Clintock holding on barely. Sitting on the base, and here he delivers. Misses for ball 2.
Over to you. I'm good. Thank you, though.
Sabre Dogs still in control of the game. They lead 4-0. Biggest jam of the game the Sabre Dogs have faced so far. Just one runner on. 2-0. That one barely misses outside for ball 3. The farthest that a runner has gone is to second base. That was when Glasgow got a base hit and advanced to second via a fielder's choice. Also, Ian Von Wald reached second base. Got on via a walk and reached second to an out-of-play scenario. The 3-0. That one missed low for ball 4. So now for the first time today, Hotshots have 2 runners on. And here come the Hotshots with 2 outs. Now Bo McClintock going to give him a good old-fashioned McClintock. Also over there is Mason Dennison. And now the whole infield will come in. Now Bo has really done a good job of helping out the pitchers on the mound whenever they're struggling. He comes out there, gives them a few words of encouragement, makes them laugh a little, make them smile, try to get them to loosen up. Possibly a few words of advice as well. Just an overall great guy and a great teammate for the Sabre Dogs. Very, very good addition to the team. He's 4 for 12 this season. So I'll go and take a look at the radar, and apparently the rain is right on top of us. You see the radar there. It's the red, the yellow, and the orange that we're really worried about, as the thunder is what's going to cause us to suspend play, not the rain. So the rain that is falling apparently is not hitting the ground just yet, but as the system continues to move towards our area, the rain will continue to fall harder. We will see what happens from then moving forward. Here is the first pitch to Ryan Olson. Runners on first and second. Broken bat. That one goes to the second baseman. Throw over to first. In time for out number 3. Get out of the jam. Good job by Renzo Mendoza and the second baseman, Josh Pano, to make the play for out number 3. So we will now stretch. Move on to the bottom of the 7th with Alex Hay, Josh Pano, and Wilson Rubion coming up after these messages.
Planet Pizza has become Minot's premier party location. Whether it's a birthday, team, family, school, or church get-together, they have everything to make your event out of this world. From arcade games to bouncy houses, they provide fun for all ages. Planet Pizza has been Minot's best pizza place for over 20 years. Don't let the fun fool you. Their pizza is fresh and delicious every time. To book a party or to order, call 701-852-1700. The Sleep in Minot is the #1 favorite place to stay when visiting. The Wi-Fi is always free and the breakfast is always hot and delicious. It's also the most convenient hotel for the kids when they want to hang out at the Dakota Splashdown Water Park. For the grown-ups, the hotel is attached to the Dakota Square Mall so you can shop till you drop. Then in the evening, be sure and stop in at the best-kept secret lounge for a drink. The Sleep in Minot is a proud sponsor of the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the largest sleep in North America, where everyone dreams better.
Sabre Dogs lead 4-0. 6 hits for the Sabre Dogs, 2 hits for the Hotshots. And the Dogs get out of the jam with runners on first and second. So Cody out for his 7th inning of work, as he has been great tonight for the Sabre Dogs. As right now he is Through 6 innings, he has 6 hits allowed, 4 runs with 3 earned with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts, 24 batters faced. This has been a good one so far for the Sabre Dogs all around as Hay comes to the plate for the Dogs. First pitch to him. Misses for ball 1. Alex Hay is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a lineout. Now this is outside for ball 2.
That's a strike.
Minnesota Twins hosting the Kansas City Royals right now. They're in the bottom of the 6th, scoreless. As that pitch misses for ball 3. Runner on first for the Twins. Surprised that one is even a game.
2-1, Michael. 2-1.
And correction, you have a 2-1 count. The pitch, fly ball out of play for strike 2. Rangers are crushing the Reds, no surprise there. As Rangers lead 7-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Nationals lead the D-backs 7-3 in the top of the 8th. Red Sox walloping on the Orioles in the end of the 6th inning, 13-1 lead. Mets and the Cards are once again tied today, top of the 8th inning. Tied at 5. This one hit towards center field. Coming in is Guidry, but making the play is the second baseman, Ryan Olson. Continuing with the scores around the majors, Pirates are blowing up against the Marlins. They lead 10-0 in the top of the 8th with 2 men on. Angels and Rays are in the bottom of the 6th. The Angels lead 4-1. Indians leading the Tigers by 8 with a score of 11-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies lead the Braves 7-3 in the bottom of the 7th. And Astros blowing out the Blue Jays 10-0 in the top of the 5th. A couple more scores coming up here. First pitch. That one misses for ball 1. Yankees trailing the White Sox 5-1 in the bottom of the 5th. And the Rockies lead the Padres 2-1 in the top of the 4th. The A's and the Mariners in the top of the 1st. That one is getting underway. Scoreless there as that pitch is fouled back. Correction, that one missed for strike 2. One game was finalized as the Cards and Mets actually had a doubleheader as the Cards won game 1. The 2-0 pitch, that one misses for ball 3. And yesterday also 5-4 win for the Cardinals in 10 innings. So the exact same score, exact same scenario. That concludes the scores around the majors. Here's a 3-0 to Josh Pano. This one hit high in the air. Shallow center field. Backing up once again is Olsen, and coming in is Guidry, and he'll make the play on the run for out number 2. Now bring up Wilson Rubion. So Cody coming back after giving up 2 back-to-back home runs to Cruz Taylor and Chauncey Collier. Starts off the bottom of the 7th strong. They'll try to retire Wilson Rubion here. First pitch to Rubion in there for strike 1 on the outside edge. Was 3 for 3 yesterday with 3 runs. And that one misses low, evens the count, 1-1. Hotshots will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Ian Vonwald, Austin Allen, and Joe Guidry in the top of the 8th. That one in there, strike 2. We might be able to get this game in time. At least we'll possibly could get close as that rain is right over our heads, just hasn't quite touched down yet. 1-2. Fouled off down the third base side. Out of play. I think that's the first foul ball out of play down the third base side tonight. All of them have been out of play down the first base side. There have been quite a few foul balls down that third base side, but none of them have been able to get out of play. I think that's interesting with us being in the bottom of the 7th. That pitch misses upstairs to even the count at 2-2. 2 outs. The pitch. Breaking ball hit up the middle by Rubion at the shortstop. Blasco throw to first in time. Drop number 3. So 1-2-3 inning for the starting pitcher Landon Cody as he completes 7 innings. We will move on to the top of the 8th. Sabre Dogs lead at 4-0. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ.
Inside of your mouth ache? Not brushing as often as you should? Then come on over to Kemet Dental. Kemet Dental prides on their team of highly educated dental professionals and advanced technology. Whether it's advanced dental procedures such as implants, same-day crowns, and sleep apnea, there's no problem they can't fix. Visit their state-of-the-art facility or visit kemetdental.com to learn more. Kemet Dental. We treat more than teeth, we treat people. Don't let bad weather surprise you. Stay informed with KMOT. KMOT is Minot's local NBC affiliate that keeps you in the know for all things weather-related. KMOT also makes sure that you know everything important happening in the Minot community. Want to see the latest Twins highlights? Check out KMOT's professional sports coverage, as well as their local and collegiate sports. KMOT, your news leader.
Sabre Dogs lead 4-0 as Nate Brenzer-Mendoza coming out for a second inning of work. And in his first inning, allowed a hit and a walk, but got out unscathed. No earned runs with no strikeouts. 5 batters faced for Brenzer-Mendoza. So we'll see if we can complete this game here with rain looming in our direction. Also supposed to be some rain tomorrow as well. Hopefully we can get the game in tomorrow, but we'll keep you updated throughout the day. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and all our other sorts of social media, including Instagram and Snapchat, to stay updated on whether or not we will play tomorrow. So coming to the plate for the Hotshots is Ian Von Wald. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt for ball 1 as Brenzer-Mendoza likes to take his time with his windup. In terms of from that first step to when he cocks the ball behind his head, or excuse me, behind his head. It's a little bit lower than behind his head. Some pitchers with a higher release than Nate Brenzer-Mendoza's. That evens the count at 1-1. So when he's in the bottom portion of his windup, he pretty much has both his arms at a 90-degree angle. That pitch was in the dirt. Make it 2-1. Von Wald is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Reached second, was left on base in the third inning. The 2-1. That one in there. Strike 2 on the lower outer portion of the plate will even the count. We'll continue to give you updates on the weather as they come in. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the top of the 8th. The 2-2 pitch. Whoa. That one just misses upstairs, and Brenzer-Mendoza thought that was strike 3. Didn't get the call. Here's the 3-2. Get his head back right here. There's a hit in the air, well towards center field. Backing up is Rubion, and that will be caught. Route number 1. Austin Allen now comes back up to the plate, 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. Brenzer-Mendoza able to retire the first batter of the top of the 8th. Good job by getting his mental frame right after getting what could have possibly been a missed call on the 2-2 pitch. Make it 3-2. His first pitch is 1-0. It's very difficult to come back mentally ready for the next pitch and zip it in there like Brenzer-Mendoza does. 1-0. Blooper towards right center field. Backing up is Payno, the second baseman. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Brenzer-Mendoza, the sophomore that attends the University of Portland. Division I baseball school in the Western Coast Conference. Other schools will be University of San Diego, the Toreros, as well as Gonzaga. Check swing. That one in there, strike 1. Also St. Mary's, as you have a couple of Sabre Dogs, including Nick Mastoni and Josh Pano that attend St. Mary's. The 0-1. Nice scoop by Alex Hay, but that one misses low and outside to even the count at 1-1. 1-1. Breaking pitch. That one goes to second baseman Pano. Passes diving Brenzer Mendoza to run to first in time for out number 3. That'll set up the bottom of the 8th. Sabre Dogs get a 1-2-3 inning from Nate Brenzer Mendoza. We'll be right back after these messages with Sabre Dogs Baseball on 1390 KRRZ.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
4-0 lead for Souris Valley over Hub City as we go to the bottom of the 8th. 6 hits, 4 runs, and 2 hits, no runs for the Hotshots. Let's go and take a look at the radar once again as the green is in our area. Really, still no rain has touched down onto Corbett Field yet, so good news there. And the yellow and the red still headed in our direction. So hopefully you can hold off here for these next maybe 15 minutes or so. The Sabre Dogs are trying to get their 10th win of the season. Just felt a nice cool breeze come from my left side, the left field portion of the ballpark. Not really a whole lot of wind here this evening. This one is hit high towards left field, but not quite good enough by Philip Childs, who leads off the inning for the Sabre Dogs. And 1 pitch, 1 out for the left fielder from the University of Texas Arlington. I'll bring up Mason Dennison, shortstop from the University of West Florida. 2 for 3 with an RBI double, a run, and a single. Bruce Taylor is on deck. He is the 1, 2, and 3 hitters for the Sabre Dogs to start the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch, and there's strike 1. And the new pitcher for the Hotshots is Crane from Presentation College, Austin Crane. That one swing and a miss, strike 2. This is Crane's second appearance between these two teams. Dennison awaits the 1 and 2. This one is hit in right field pretty well, but not quite well enough as Ferrix makes the catch at the track for out number 2. He's now batting as Cruz Taylor. He is currently 1 for 3 with a solo shot in the 6th inning that gave the Sabre Dogs a 3-0 lead. First pitch misses outside for ball 1 as both Cruz Taylor and Jonathan Callier's long balls were over the right field fence. Cruz's was a little bit further to the right. 1-0. That one misses low and away. Ball 2. Taking a look at Austin Crane's stats on the season. As of right now, he is 1-0. This is his 5th game, 8 2/3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs with a 4.15 ERA, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 10 hits with a 161 whip. Here's a 2-0. That one misses for ball 3. The Cruz well in command here in his 4th plate appearance of the day. Trying to get this game finalized before the rain comes here. 3-0 pitch. Check swing. Pitch was in the strike zone, didn't go. It'll be 3-1 coming up. Glasgow, Anderson, and Meidel. Next 3 batters for the Hotshots. See if the Sabre Dogs can't get the save. And that is a 4-pitch walk to Cruz Taylor with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. That'll bring up Chauncey Callier, trying to get some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 8th as they lead 4-0. Chauncey 1 for 3 with that solo shot in the 6th. Both Cruz and Chauncey now with 3 home runs apiece. First pitch, Cruz goes, pitch on the inside corner. No throw down to second base and an easy steal for Cruz Taylor. And that is the first stolen base of the game. And that is stolen base number 55 on the season for the Sabre Dogs, which leads the Expedition League. So here is the 1-0. This one hit towards right field, now dropping for a base hit. Rounding third and coming home is Cruz Taylor, and he will be in there safely as the throw is cut off from right field. And another RBI by Chauncey Callier. Makes it 5-0. This has been overall one of the best games top to bottom for the Sabre Dogs. That will bring up Bo McClintock with a runner on first and 2 outs. Bo is 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Came into today batting .333, batting average most likely to dip a bit as he is 0 for 3, and even if he does get a hit here, he'll be 1 for 4. Since this is his 4th game, his batting average will fluctuate quite a bit here in these first few games, so take it with a grain of salt. There's a quick throw back to first. Now Crane sets, and now another throw over to first, checking up on Callier, who leads the league in stolen bases with 13. Crane looks over at first and delivers. Chauncey goes, pitch inside, throw down to second, and that will be in time. Out by a mile is Callier. For out number 3, beautiful throw by Ian Von Wald. So that will end the inning. And that will send us to the 9th. 3 more outs until the Sabre Dogs' 10th win of the season. We'll be right back after these messages and see if they can pull it off.
El Azteca is authentic Mexican fast food on the go. Their ingredients are always fresh, so you can be sure you'll get the best tacos, burritos, tamales, and more. El Azteca is located at 2035 North Broadway in Minot. Stop in or order online to save time. If you want exclusive coupons and special offers to save more on your next visit, text El Azteca as one word to 21777. El Azteca, the most authentic Mexican food in Minot.
iHeartRadio. We are Northwest North Dakota's #1 country radio station, 97 Kicks FM, playing a wide variety of today's new country to those country favorites reaching back to the 90s. With the award-winning Bobby Bones Show, and a big signal puts your business where it needs to be. We are heard on over 2,000 smart devices across the country with our iHeartRadio app. From radio to streaming, web, and social media, we've got you covered. Our Kicks listeners are current and retired military, farmers and ranchers, working moms, business owners. We are 97 Kicks FM.
So Brenzer Mendoza going to try to close the door here in the top of the 9th. The Sabre Dogs lead at 5-0. Overall, been a fantastic performance by the Sabre Dogs, both at the plate and on the mound. Just 2 hits allowed, 1 by Spooner and 1 by Mendoza. As for the Sabre Dogs, 7 hits, 5 runs. They'll try to finish off and get that first win of this 3-game series and get their 3rd win in this 6-game stretch between these two teams. 3 games on the road, 3 games at home for the Sabre Dogs against the Hotshots. They will take on each other again on the 28th and the 29th of June, right back here at Corbett Field.
make sure to remind everybody to
So the first hitter will be Luke Glasgow, the shortstop for the Hotshots. He is 1 for 3. 2 ground outs and a single, was left on base at second in the 4th inning. Wind up and the pitch from Brenzer Mendoza. This is outside for ball 1. This game still has not reached hour number 2 just yet. We've been playing for an hour and 55 minutes. Wind up and the pitch. That one just misses outside. Make it 2-0. Sabre Dogs trying to improve to 10-9 and trying to stay in arm's length with the big sticks, but they just keep on winning. This one hit in the air towards center field, a bloop shot, and that will be caught by Josh Payne, who races back. And the second baseman makes another fantastic defensive play for out number 1. And let's go ahead and take a look at those scores around the league, shall we? Starting with the Sodbusters and the Sasquatch, they're still scoreless in the top of the 5th. Big Sticks continue to dominate as they lead 12-3 against the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks in the bottom of the 4th. Horseheads and Pioneers game has been suspended. The Trappers grow their lead to 4 as they now lead 8-4 over the Fremont Moo in the top of the 7th. Here's the first pitch. And that one in there, strike 1 to Jake Anderson.
That was a rookie strike brought to you by Northfield Home.
So 1 out, 0-1 count to Jake Anderson with nobody aboard here in the top of the 9th. Wind up and the pitch. This one is hit, sliced in, almost hit the third base coach for the Hub City Hotshots. Went all matrix on that as he looks over to the dugout and talks to some of the players about it. So after that, close call is now 0-2. Glad to see that he is okay after that. So here's the 0-2 from Brenzer Mendoza. The pitch, that one grounded at the third baseman. Go over to first by Edwards, in time for out number 2. Sabre Dogs just 1 out away from winning game 1 against the Hotshots in this 3-game series. Could possibly finish before 2 hours. See some thunder over there in right field as we have a light mist coming down onto the field. Just needing that final out. Here is Brenzer Mendoza going to work against Rob Meidel. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. Meidel 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Brenzer Mendoza in his 3rd inning of work, trying to shut the door here. 2 2/3 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. This one is hit into right field, and that will be caught by the sliding right fielder, Chris Taylor, and that will end the game. Sabre Dogs win it. Final score, 5-0, as the Sabre Dogs improve to 10-9 on the year as they get their first shutout of the season. We'll go ahead and send it to a commercial break. You're listening to Sabre Dogs Baseball.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Audio Jungle.
We are back as here are your unofficial stats for today's game. Starting off with Phil Childs, he's 1 for 3 with a run and a double. Mason Dennison, 2 for 4 with an RBI, a run, and a strikeout. Bruce Taylor is 1 for 3 with 2 runs, an RBI, and a home run, and a stolen base. Chauncey Callier, 2 for 4 with a run, an RBI, and a home run. Over McClintock, 0 for 3. Jason Edwards, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Alex Hay, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Ano is 0 for 2, and Rubion is 0 for 3. In terms of the pitchers, Nate Brenzer Mendoza goes 3 innings to finish the game. 0 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit, no earned runs. And the man right next to me, Bradley Spooner, goes 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, with 1 walk, 1 hit, and no earned runs. Bradley, how you feeling?
Good. I'm happy with my outing. Happy we got a win. It's definitely nice.
So overall, I would say this is probably one of the best outings overall as collectively as a team. What's it like to get the run support and have everyone pitching on it?
Oh, it's great. Everyone's at peak confidence. Everyone goes out there wanting to play another inning, wanting to win the game. I go out there and I say, I can give up a run or 2, and I know my hitter's got my back. I know the bullpen's got my back, and it's great.
Sabre Dogs are now 10-9 here with pitcher Bradley Spooner. It's your first start. What was your mentality coming into today's game, your first game of the season?
Well, I take everything basically the same way, as one pitch at a time. I got to do what I control, which is my pitch location, my pitch selection. So, yeah, 1 pitch at a time.
So you go 6 innings. Your longest outing prior to that was 3 1/3. How was your endurance on the mound?
I'm used to it. It's not too tolling on the body. I mean, it is kind of like a surprise to the body, but it's nothing too extreme.
So for you, you had a lot of, pretty much everything was on for you tonight. What pitch was your go-to tonight?
Fastball, my 2-seam fastball, and my curveball, for sure.
Definitely painting the corners very well. Sabre Dogs win. Final score 5-0 here with Bradley Spooner, pitcher for the Sabre Dogs. He gets the win. 6 innings pitched in your first start. What was it like for you to see those Chauncey and Cruz go deep back-to-back?
Oh, it's awesome. Back-to-back is always awesome. It's very rare. Brings a smile to my face because you know that we got guys that can poke one out here and there if they get a good pitch.
So what's your mentality facing guys like the Hotshots? That was your second outing against the same team. How do you kind of recollect and try to make sure you kind of shake things up a little bit?
It's just really about pitch selection, keeping them off guard. I can't throw too many pitches in a row, too many pitches in the same sequence over and over again, so it's just keeping them off balance.
Really, so much. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Congratulations on the win. We'll be right back after these messages.
Baseball is America's game. It brings people together, and there's nothing better for community than people coming together. Thank you, Sabre Dogs, for providing entertainment, a family-friendly environment, and good sportsmanship to our town. These simple moments, sharing time with loved ones, create everlasting memories, and will always be in the cheering section, rooting for the home team. First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Forward Communication provides you an opportunity to get your message heard on radio stations all across the region. They have several syndicated radio reports you can partner on, including Ag Issues, which gives an agronomy perspective to regional agriculture, Outdoor Issues, which discusses North Dakota hunting and fishing, and Training Camp Today, which gives listeners an inside look at Minnesota Vikings training camp. Call Forward Communication at 720-0007. That's 720-0007.
Sabre Dogs win it 5-0. Here's a quick post-game recap of tonight's game. Things started out with the Sabre Dogs scoring with a double by Phil Childs in the 3rd inning, and that came up with a RBI double by Mason Dennison to give them their first run of the game. And then Cruz Taylor got on via an error, and that brought home Mason Dennison for their second run of the game. Bradley Spooner continued to deliver throughout the entire game and finished in the 6th. Again, his line was 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit, and no earned runs. Sabre Dogs continued their scoring in the 6th inning with 2 swings of the bat. One by Cruz Taylor, solo shot, and then another solo shot by Chauncey Callier back-to-back. And then they continued things in the 8th inning with an insurance run. Started with a walk by Cruz Taylor. He then stole second. And then an RBI single by Chauncey Callier, as Chauncey and Mason Dennison both finishing 2 for 4. So once again, the Sabre Dogs win it 5-0. That's going to be it from us here at Corbett Field. It's starting to rain a little bit harder here, so we're going to get out of here so that way we can avoid getting wet. Sabre Dogs once again win it 5-0. Thank you so much for everyone for listening and watching. We'll see you tomorrow.